How can domestic violence impact an entire community? I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Pennsylvania State Representative Sheryl Delozier. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
When we talk about domestic violence, obviously it impacts an individual and a family, but you say in your own community, the entire community is impacted.
Certainly. As a victim, they themselves think that they may be alone. And they know that their children are certainly impacted, but the bottom line is still the fact that many of the fatalities happen outside of the home, possibly at their workplace. So their co-workers possibly are involved. And many times there are people, anybody that's associated with that victim has something that they could say about it, and certainly needs to be that support system, but they also are affected by it because an individual that is abusing someone at home is certainly not willing to let that control go just because the person went to work.
And you are actually a board member of Domestic Violence Services of Cumberland and Perry County. You have a House Resolution 818 that you've presented this year. Talk to us a little bit about what currently goes on in Pennsylvania as it relates to presenting domestic violence, bringing it to light, letting people know that this is not acceptable here in Pennsylvania, and what happens in your own community?
Well, the bottom line, the statistics don't lie, and there were a total of 166 domestic violence fatalities in Pennsylvania in 2011. And in 36 counties, there were 13 deaths that were children. And so when you turn around and you think about it, it does affect the whole community because those children had friends. Those children went to school with someone. And so it's a very difficult lesson for someone so young to learn about the fact that their home might be great, but other families may not be. And Cumberland County suffered a very high level. We had 8 deaths related to domestic violence in 2011, and that's unacceptable because these individuals want a home, want a family to be happy, and unfortunately they have a partner that doesn't allow for that to happen. And they are isolated, and they end up being we need to be able to say we have a support system out here. And that's what this resolution is about. It's education. Every October we introduce this resolution. I am just the one that is introducing it this go around, and I think that the bottom line is the fact that we need to educate people that they're not alone, and the fact that there are services out there to help them. Cumberland Perry is one. Every county has a domestic violence ability services to provide to them. And a lot of times that ability is just that education to know that there are others out there that can help.
And you mentioned October, and you're recognizing October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I want to quickly get to some of the things that are occurring. There's a Silent Witness program.
Yes.
Talk to us about this program.
Silent Witness was something that was started in 1990, and it really was, again, that education of bringing recognition to the fact that there needs to be that support. That we are all silent witnesses to an effect of domestic violence because it doesn't matter what race you are, it doesn't matter what income you are, it doesn't matter what gender you are. Men and women are victims of domestic violence. And so it could be happening next door and you wouldn't even know it. And we're all those witnesses to that. October 15th through 19th, we will be having a display in the Capitol, in the main rotunda, and we will be having what's called the Red Ladies. And the Red Ladies really hit home with me because what they are is another witness, because they are a cutout of a woman that has been a victim fatally of domestic violence, and her story is on the chest plate. And the bottom line is, again, is the fact that we are all can be that support system for someone who needs it and is a victim of domestic violence.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Pennsylvania State Representative Sheryl Delozier. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Newsmakers.